What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Cracks Beer Fishing. Today we're going to be lobstering. We're gonna go out on our Maverick, just drift in the bay, look for some new spots. And I figured I'd bring you guys with me. If you're interested, please stay tuned and see you in the water. Welcome underwater, everyone. Still a blue crab here. So basically what we're doing here is that we're just drifting. So we don't have an anchor in the water, we're staying close to the boat. You can see it here in a minute. That anchor, we have it set up so if we see anything, we could just drop the anchor down and we'll be anchored. So on this day I was out with Brett and my dad. And the water was pretty murky, though the tide was outgoing. So it was going from the Gulf. And yeah, we were just looking for some new spots. I want to show you with it, share it with you guys. So basically we're just looking for stuff like this, like sponges. They had lobsters in them, and just some kind of structure. And yeah. So here's another structure. This is a coral head. Had a couple lobsters in them. They're all small though. And usually by like your third time seeing the lobster, like catching the lobster and measuring them, you could tell by just the eye, kind of, if they're small or not. So that's why I wasn't catching them. You just tell that they're small. So yeah, there was a storm that came in. Started raining. And when it rains like this, you have to keep in mind that that's what my dad was telling me to tell Brett right now. That when a storm comes in, you want to stay close to the boat because the air visibility is worse. So the boaters around you might not see your dive flag, and still nice things to keep in mind. So it got a little deeper here. It was about like 11 feet, and I saw a crab trap right there. So I told my dad to drop the anchor. And if the crab trap doesn't have a buoy to it or anything, then it is legal to dive it and look inside for lobster. But if it has a buoy, that means it belongs to someone, and that it's someone's trap. I told Brett to get his tickle stick out of the water so my dad would know where we are. I'll just go down. And I was opening this lid carefully so I wouldn't freak the lobster out, and so those kind of stay calm. And I was just checking if any looked good. And then I think Brett got one legal one out of there, but me and Dad moved on to that pipe down there. My dad just told me that he's gonna stick them out through one side, that I'm gonna catch them. So yeah. And And when you snare them, you want to gently do it, not aggressively, or else they'll kind of be scared and go away quickly, shoot off. So this one ended up being small, as you could tell. I just checked them again, see if anything's around. And this whole time, we had our anchor out, of course, or else our boat would drift away, as you can see. That one ended up being good. That one was the one that Brett caught. And when there's no lightning around or anything, there's really nothing to worry about when it's raining and you're in the water. Because you're in the water, you're not outside, and you're already wet. So, yeah. So, this place, we dropped the anchor, we found this, I think it was a sponge or something, yeah, a sponge. And, I knew these two lobsters were small, I just wanted to catch them, just to get a little better view, or just to see how big the small lobsters were. So have a better idea which ones are smaller and which ones are bigger. It's really important to be like gentle and relaxed with a lobster, or else they'll like feel that you're like, see, I touched that lobster, I tickled him out too aggressively, and he shot off, and he already knew what was going on, so he shot off. So then we moved a little bit. We were getting too close to the shore, and so yeah, we moved a little bit back upwind, and I'm gonna point at it right now. So that was a bamboo in the water. There was a big piece of bamboo, and we almost rode it over, or drove it over, but luckily we didn't. So it was a little deeper here. Not much though. So this will kind of give you a little idea of how we do our anchor. So I basically just throw the anchor out normally like you would. Just throw it out and tie it at the end. And I go down, I grab the anchor, I just loop it around the rope. And that T thing that's on the end of the anchor. Like that. And then it stays. And then whenever you see a lobster, you just tell the person who's at the anchor to drop it. And like I just did, told my dad to drop the anchor. And the boat won't float away.
There's a lobster trap over there. This is loaded.
So as you can see, there was a... I think that was a crab trap. The lobster trap are usually the wooden ones that are bigger. The crab trap ones are plastic. So this place had a wood lobster trap and a crab trap. That one just bet dove. That was a lobster trap.
There's a lobster trap and a crab trap.
So Brett's trying to open it here. And he's looking in if there are any good ones. And like I said before, when you open these, you want to be careful. So you want to be kind of calm, not scare them all off. So there are a couple big ones in here. There are probably like eight lobsters in here. And it's always nice to have like someone with you, because when a lobster runs away, like just did, there's always one that will catch it for you. And what we like about the tickle sticks is that when you use the net, you can't really fit your net in a little space like this lobster trap. You can't really fit it in there. That's why we mostly use tickle sticks, and also because they're smaller, they're a lot simpler. The lobster doesn't tangle in them, and also you don't destroy the lobsters like if they're small. You don't, like, if your lobster gets tangled in a net, you'll usually like rip a couple legs off or something. So this is better for the lobster too. That one ended up being small too. So that one that just Brett caught, my dad showed that it was okay, that it was legal. So Brett took it to the boat. Just check if there are any good ones in there. I also checked them for like cool stuff. A couple times I found like octopuses and stuff in there. This one didn't hide anything cool, so that one I kind of felt if anything he would be bigger, but he got away anyways, and we didn't really want to chase him down. But he was small anyways. So my dad just told us to put the lid back on. And we have our Garmin or our GPS turned on this whole time. So anytime we find something like this, we just mark it with our GPS and we'll have the spot on our GPS. And Bat didn't close it correctly, so I just closed it for him. And why you want to close back is so when your lobster crawl back in, you want them to stay in there. They won't die, they have like stuff to eat in there too. So and that's why crab traps are wooden, or lobster traps, and even crab traps have a wooden piece on them, so if they're left in the water like this and the buoys are chopped off and no one knows that they're there, the wooden pieces will rot away and then it won't be like a trap, because when the trap is there and something crawls in, it will die, and then another thing will crawl in and die, and then it's kind of like this cycle that just kills stuff. But if you have the wooden piece there, then it'll rot away, and the creatures can just crawl out. So I opened this one up too, and you could tell that no one opened this in a long time. It's all grown in. Open it slowly again. I went up, not because my breath was short, but it was murky. I just let the water clear up a little bit. So Brett just told me, or showed me, that the lobsters are probably small, but it doesn't look like there are any big ones in there. And you can see a little antenna there. It was cloudy in there, so I was just looking around, but you can see that antenna sticking out. And I saw he was small, so I just closed it and we moved on. You see my dad marking the spot. So then we actually drifted over some bomb holes. There were a couple bomb holes that we drifted over. And what's nice about these bomb holes is that there's a lot more life, because there's a lot of structure, there's fish everywhere. There were probably a couple shootable mangroves, or legal mangroves, but they're not really big. They're like 12 inches, and I didn't really feel like getting my spear gun out for 12-inch mangroves. But yeah. And it's crazy that like one little bomb, that was a little tiny baby mutton snapper. It's crazy that one little bomb can do such a giant hole. Little conch shell. Yeah, so basically you just look around for lobster. Like in some of these holes there were grouper. There was a little red grouper in one of them. And on this one there was a little tiny lionfish. And you could see it right there. We ended up getting our 3 prong and just killing him. Because if you don't live here, then you probably don't know that the lionfish are invasive. And lionfish are really bad. They eat everything. They probably got some of our native species, some of them endangered. So we just fed the sharks. As you can see, it cleared up again. And Brett actually, he didn't use the band on the pole spear because it broke. So he just stabbed the lionfish. So at this spot, there were a couple legal ones. There were like 2 legal ones. And back there, where my dad is, there was a big hole that went like 3 feet under the rock. And there were a couple lobster there that we were trying to get out. That's what we were doing there. So, we ended up leaving one there because he was all the way up there. And, so this is a clip from the day next, from the day after that other video was taken. Just to kind of show you how the water visibility can change. So this is just one day after that video, and the same spot too. The same bomb hole, and the water is just 10 times cleaner. Just depends on the tides, like incoming, outgoing. So yeah. So then we ended up going home. Alright guys, so we got like 3 lobsters in here. We had a lot of fun, that's what matters.
Yeah.
I know that too.
We had a lionfish, but Tony threw it in the water.
Yeah. There were a lot of mangroves there, but they were all small and it was murky. But yeah, we got a lot of trash too. So we had a lot of fun. Basically, that's all that matters.
We're gonna start filleting them.
Yeah, we're gonna kill them.
Killing them.
And then we're gonna make some, probably grill them. All right, so before we get the tails, I always like to kill them. So I kill them, I grab them, shove the knife in the back, and then just shove it like that. And then they should die. Should die. And then I just do like twisting method with the tails. Grab them. How to advance do it with the other? Grab it. Just the tail out. Still moving. Still twitching. Oh, the nerves. Look. It just stopped. I think it's still up. Alright, so now you just get the antennas on this. Clean the poop out. And then we're gonna grill them. We usually grill them with like, what's it called? We usually grill them with, I forgot what it's called.
Salt?
No. We make like a garlic, garlic grilling paste thing. And then that's what we he had it in pooping. And then that's what we make like a paste out of like butter and then garlic and a lot of different stuff. So, and then we cut them open like this, and then we just put the garlic in them and grill them. So, see you at the grilling part. Alright, so now we're gonna get to the grilling part. So all you need is, for this garlic paste thing, so all you need is your lobster, and we're gonna chop a hole in them. And then some green onion, garlic, and then the butter. We're gonna chop all these up. We're gonna, what do you call this?
Cheese grater.
Yeah, you can just cheese grate it or whatever. And then you're gonna combine all of these together, and then you're gonna add salt to it. So
don't tell them the secret recipe.
We're gonna get to that now. Then you have to melt your butter, and you combine all this stuff. So, and then before you, or after you do your paste, you want to cut your, I didn't do it yet, but you want to cut like through the crust or whatever, through the crab or the lobster, through the lobster you want to cut like a line, and then you're gonna separate from the outside and separate the meat, and then you're gonna put your paste in there, and then you're gonna grill it. So, alright, so now we're gonna fill the lobsters up with the garlic paste. And I didn't mention before, I forgot to tell you, but you wanna skewer the whole lobster like through the butt all the way to the end, or else when you're gonna grill them, they're gonna like cripple up or shrivel up. So you basically just want to shove the paste in there. Alright, so here we have the lobster on the grill. I'll probably do like 7 minutes. You want, how you tell when the meat's done, you want it to be like white everywhere. Like right now it's kind of like see-through-ish, or like kind of like, I don't know. It's not like white, it's kind of like see-through. And you want to leave a little bit of your paste to just add it on when you're grilling it so it doesn't get dry. So just let it cook for a minute. Alright, so now we're probably like 4 minutes in. I'm gonna just add my garlic in there, the rest of it, just so it won't get dry. Just nice and oily. Put it on the front too. Yeah, basically like you could tell like right there it's a little bit white, but so you want the whole lobster to look like that. So and that's when you're gonna be finished. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, and I like doing these videos for you guys. I like sharing all of my experiences. And be safe on the water. See you in the next one.